Hello cats and kittens, Mama Cat Gamer here with another episode in Gavtia's Adventures through Eorzea. We are in the Shadowbringers expansion. We have made it to... hang on. Can hear myself. Alright, let's start that again. Hello cats and kittens, Mama Cat Gamer here with another adventure with Gavtia through Eorzea. We're in the Shadowbringers expansion. And we're going to be doing Try that again. We're in the Shadowbringers expansion. We are going to be starting with Two Storm-Tossed Seas. Try saying that 3 times fast, man. That's a little challenging. But first, we are going to do the Heavensturn event. This is time limited, so I wanted to make sure I got it done before it disappeared because the little mini pet that you get for the reward is adorable. So let's take a look at that. Miriel, my kitten, has been like crawling in my lap the last 2 nights. She finally figured out how to get from my desk to my lap, although I think she's off sleeping somewhere else right now. But she's kind of insistent. she's a little heavy bugger. She's already 10 pounds and she's only like 7 months old. I think she's going to be a bigger cat. She's already as big as my 15-year-old cat, Jake. So actually, I think she's gotten taller than him now. And I know she's got more growing to do. She's like in that really awkward kind of non-coordinated kitten stage too. So she's just adorable. All right, you know, I went through that without even reading it. Anyway, in honor and glory do we first lay eyes upon one another. I am the Umabugyo, the head of a delegation from the far eastern nation of Hingashi. We are come on a mission to tend to the fire of friendship with your Eorzea. This we seek to do by sharing the joys of our Heavensturn customs, which differ from those observed on these shores. While the people of Eorzea chose a deity to be first among the 12, we in the Far East grant that honor to one of the 12 noble beasts. And this year the honor belongs to the horse, the most dignified and dependable of steeds. Now, though I previously had the pleasure of introducing the horse in Eorzea, few are they still who have true appreciation for the creature. This time, therefore, it is my hope to better convey its appeal, its gallantry and majesty, to which end we are planning to have them march in a procession. Presently, a member of our delegation is out spreading word of the event to the people of Limsa Lominsa. He wears a unique kabuto like mine, the headgear, and has a delightful mascot with him besides. Alas, said mascot is as anxious as it is adorable, and we are having some difficulty handling it. As an adventurer, I dare say you have a wealth of experience interacting with creatures great and small. If you are willing, might we prevail upon your aid? Yeah. In humility and gratitude do I receive your assent. Without further ado, my assistant, the Uma Yoriki, set off in the direction of the drowning wench. Pray, seek him out and offer him your able assistance. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. If it's Yoriko or Yoriko. If you happen to know Japanese and know how to say that correctly, if the emphasis goes on the first or second syllable. Here's our Uma Yoriki. You have an Uma no Unicolt. Come here, I say. Come here. Oh, how am I to promote the procession when it refuses my every command? Ah, forgive me, I did not notice you there. The Umabugyo sent you, you say? I could indeed do with some help. The little one here is a unicolt, the young of a unicorn, rare even in Eorzea. Our delegation was able to borrow it for this Heavensturn celebration, but as you can see, it is disinclined to obey me. While I am versed in the handling of horses and could tame the unruliest of them, this creature has eluded all my attempts to reach out to it. It appears to be daunted by its new surroundings, and will neither move nor respond to aught I say. He's so cute. Nay, nay! What's this? The Unicult approaches you of its own accord? When I collected it from Ishgard, I was told that unicorns favor those who are pure of heart. But, you know, Gav's not exactly the purest of heart there. He can be a little sassy. I had thought it a myth, but the creatures may truly have the ability to sense our intent. In my eagerness to use it for our festivities, I may have driven it away while you draw it to yourself with your innocence. Gav is definitely not innocent. Nay! Well, unless I am mistaken, it wishes to say that, with you, it would be willing to promote the Heavensturn procession. Well, I'm glad you speak Unicult. Loath though I am to impose, might I ask you to take the Unicult with you and spread the word of that event? Well, hide. Oh, Miriel's coming for a visit. The procession will set forth from the Zephyr Gate in Middle Enosia and strike southward. To begin with, you might try approaching the folk nearby. When you have finished, pray report to the Umabugyo. I leave the Unicult in your capable hands. You coming? Well, come on. Come on. You know you want to be in my lap. What are you trying to do there? Earlier today, she was playing with the, with my mouse pointer on the screen. Does Umayoriki have anything else to say? The procession will set forth from the Zephyr Gate in Middle Enosia and strike southward. Please take the Unicult with you and spread the word. Nay, nay. Well, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go. You might be able to see her tail, and that's about it. She's sitting down in my lap. The Unicult is eager to set forth with you. Take it around the area and inform the locals about the Heavensturn procession. And I got a shock mount for my mic. She's pushing it up against me. Hey. All right, come on. There you go. There you go. No? No? Okay. What escorting entails? Certain duties require that one or more NPCs accompany you in order to proceed with quest objectives. You must keep them at your side and make your way to a designated location. As long as you remain in the same area, NPCs accompanying you will remain at your side even while using teleport or the Ethernet. It is possible to ride mounts or swim while escorting NPCs. Please note, however, they will not appear at your side until you dismount or leave the water. You may also speak with NPCs while escorting them. Furthermore, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussions. These points will also be indicated on your map. When parting ways with NPCs. When speaking with NPCs, you'll be given the option to part ways. You will also part ways automatically when changing areas. If you part ways with an NPC, you may return to the starting point and speak with them to try again. All right. Spread word of Heavensturn of festivities while the Umanu Unicult is accompanying you. Wonder if it'll say anything to me. Talk. Nay, nay. Sir, the Umanu Unicult whinnies spiritedly, eager to promote the procession. Are you purring, pussycat? Yeah. Quintinon. Happy pussycat. You might actually be able to hear her purr. Quintana. Ah, it's Heavensturn again, isn't it? Our Far Eastern friends got something in store for us, I gather. Well now, what a curious little creature. What exactly is it? Let's see the same spirit you showed earlier, or we can do this together. Or, nay! Nay! Nay, nay! So it's a Heavensturn mascot. Ah, I see now that it's a unicorn, which makes this the year of the horse, eh? Nay, nay! That explains the style of its adornments. I'm mostly out on the sea, so I don't have much contact with horses, but there was a thriving harness trade over in Kugane. Chocobos in Eorzea and horses in the Far East. It's interesting, isn't it, how two different creatures in faraway lands came to be embraced in the same way? Quintanan says, there's to be a procession outside the city, you say? That sounds like a good bit of fun. We'll tell everyone we know about it. Hey, nay! The Unicold appears to be pleased at having promoted the event. Continue taking it around the city and spreading the word. See where we're supposed to go next. Let's go over to this spot, because then we can take the Aft Castle teleport up to the Culinarian Guild. Truck rate. Eh? That a unicorn young I spy, and it's the mascot for this year's Heavensturn, you say? I see, I see. Might be as you're aware, but the grand companies have been employing horses on a trial basis. Something has came about years ago thanks to the Heavensturn celebration. Being hard to come by in Eorzea, do not like to replace chocobos. Bye. Bye. But by all accounts, they're comfortable creatures to ride. Seeing the little one here reminded me of that. And if the Maelstrom's also taking part in the procession as I expect, I'll make a point of ducking out to watch it. Alright. Do we have any places where we're supposed to talk? No. Sometimes they'll have little spots here for you to talk to them. The conversation points that the tutorial pointed out. Sated citizen. Nay, nay. Oh my, you gave me quite a shock, whatever you might be. I've never seen a horned beast like you before. Ah, so that's why it's attired this way. I must say I do enjoy it when Heavensturn comes to Eorzea. It allows us to experience Far Eastern culture right here at home. And this procession sounds wonderful or delightful. I assume the little one will be a part of it as well? Nicker, nay! How adorable! I'm not too familiar with horses, so I look forward to seeing them in all their gallantry and majesty. Do you have anything else for us? I'll most definitely be going to watch the procession. My thanks for sharing word of it. She got up in my hubby's chair. Nay, nay! The Umanugu Unicult whinnies spiritedly, eager to promote the procession. Okay. Speak with the Umabugyo while the Umanu no Unicult is accompanying you. Oh my gosh. I can't even talk. Ah, you are returned. I'm given to understand that you have been promoting the procession together with the Unicult, and a most excellent job you've done of it. If the excitement among the townspeople is in any indication, allow me to express my heartfelt thanks for your assistance. Now then, may I ask how our mascot fares? When last I beheld it, it was starting at fairly every sight and sound, meaning it was like jerking, you know, scared. Nay, nay. Well, now, look how outgoing and cheerful you have become. Had I not known better, I would not think you the same creature. Lest you wonder, there is a reason why we went through not inconsiderable effort to have a unicorn be our mascot for this year's celebration. It all began during my previous visit to Eorzea. In our impassioned desire to introduce the horse to your land, we had incurred the ire of a fraternity representing chocobo interests, with whose leader I engaged in a heated argument. Thankfully, an Ishgardian knight chanced to be on hand, a charmingly irrepressible silver-haired gentleman who helped us to resolve matters in civility and amity. Bearing the crest of the unicorn upon his person, he smiled as he expressed his tremendous and equal admiration for horses and chocobos both. Oh, we know who that is. It's Horchefant. In recalling that episode, I was reminded of the greatness of bonds that transcend nations, and so, when our delegation was due to visit Eorzea once more, I was inspired to reach out to the noble house to which that knight belonged. For a time I had feared what might become of this year's event, but thanks to the Unicult, and you for helping it come into its own, I have confidence that all shall be well. It's a nice little tribute to House Fortin. Nicker, nay! Yes, all shall be well indeed. Much like the Ishgardian Knight, I believe you possess an innate ability to bring disparate hearts and souls together. That being the case, with you having promoted the procession, full sure am I that we shall have a great crowd in attendance. Now then, the hour of the event is upon us. We shall begin as soon as the preparations are complete. I wonder if this is the year of the horse. So if any of you are members of the year of the horse, like I am, you know, you can put a horse emoji in the chat there. The Umabugyo, Majesty in Motion. The Umabugyo is eager to get the Heavensturn procession underway. Let's accept that. Even as we speak, my faithful assistants should be seeing to the final preparations at the procession's departure point. Being immediately outside the Zephyr Gate, the people should not have trouble finding it. I dare say even you could make your own way there, little one, now that you have been around the city. Nay, nay. Okay, off it goes. It does me well to see the Unicult in such good spirits. Now, seeing as you kindly promoted the procession, it seems only natural that you attended as well. Will you not do us the honor? Excellent. Pray seek out the Uma Yoriki outside the Zephyr Gate. He can direct you to the best locations for viewing the event. Alright. They don't have anything new for us there. We completed Seize the Nay. Play on the words seize the day. Carpe diem. Nicker. Nay! The human new Unicult whinnies cheerfully, eager for the procession to begin. Ah, so you've come to. I am quite surprised. Or I was quite surprised when the Unicult appeared all alone. Nay, nay. Doing a lot of neighing here. Don't be a naysayer. In the short time it has been with you, it has become completely at ease around people. You truly have a way with beasts. Now then, those participating in the procession should be arriving soon. Ah, these horses, might they be? Indeed, they're the first to be brought in from the Far East after your delegation's visit years ago. Being of breeds suited to our climes, they've fared very well. We employ them in patrols and various other duties, and they've proven themselves most dependable. As the riders and carers both, it gives us great pride to present them before the people on the occasion of this Heavensturn. Mortal Flames Rider says, but to have our 3 steeds lined up side by side, I've no doubt that mine is the finest among them. Twin Adder Rider says, I beg to differ. Mine has the brightest eyes, the shiniest coat, and noblest bearing. Any and all can see that it is the finest. Maelstrom Rider says, as you can see, we're quite taken with our horses. Umayoriki says, these splendid deeds will make their way together along the road, putting their gallant and majestic forms on display. A marvelous way to mark the coming of the year of the horse. I trust you'll agree. Nicker, nay! What's this? You wish to join the procession? Well, I am impressed with your newfound courage, little one. I fear it would not be safe for you to run among war-trained creatures several times your size. He says, aww. And what will you say? I think I'd be a great addition, or I think it would be a great addition to the event, or I'll be there to watch over it. If you'll accompany it, perhaps there's no cause for concern. And 'tis true that the people would be delighted to see our adorable mascot. Very well, you may take part. Nicker, nay! Let us proceed in this manner. While the Grand Company horses travel along the road, the Unicult shall run freely through the fields with you at its side. That would help the procession end on a charming accent, I believe. Without further ado, then, the good officers and I shall set forth. We shall see you in the Unicult at the procession's end. Nay! The Uma Nu Unicult is champing at the proverbial bit to set forth. What following entails. Certain duties require you to follow an NPC to a designated location. Should you fall too far behind, the NPC will return to the starting point and you must speak with them to try again. Well, there we go. Target is preoccupied, unable to interact. Nicker, nay! The Uma Nu Unicult is savoring the joy of running freely while being cheered on by the people. Hey! There it goes. Follow it again. Wonder if that lets it go faster. Nope. Unfortunately, if you are low level, you will not aggro anything along this route because everything, there's nothing that is, has the aggressive icon on it. The Uma new Unicult appears tremendously satisfied. Nicker. The Uma new Unicult is eager to continue on to your destination. Oh, here we go. So I believe you have to be a minimum of level 15 to be able to do this. But I could be wrong. But even if you're new to the game, getting to level 15 is pretty fast. Nay! Mortal Flames Rider says, "We were watching from here. You ran impressively, little one." "Hear, hear," says Uma Yoriki. "Be it a great stallion or growing foal, few things are more magnificent than a horse in motion." In the Far East, 'tis believed that to behold the horse's majestic form in the new year is to pray for peace and plenty. Furthermore, the unicorn is a symbol of the bond between our lands, a mark of friendship that shall endure for generations. These two things serve to lend the procession even greater meaning. Hey! Twin Adder Rider says, "In Ishgard, the unicorn is held to be a sacred beast that assists in religious rites. 'Tis rather fitting that it should assist in Heavensturn as well." "Is that so?" says Umuruyuki. "That is most fascinating, for the unicorn is also considered a sacred beast in the Far East, possessed of divine powers. Distant though our lands may be, we have much and more in common. To have the little one be part of the celebration is auspicious indeed." "Nay, nay!" "Ha! Truly, a horse in motion is a magnificent sight." With that, my fellows and I shall tend to the tidying up. In the meantime, I would be grateful if you would report to the Umabugyo. My thanks again for your invaluable aid. And nicely they, excuse me. And rather nicely, they just poured us right here. Save us a trip back. "Nay! Unless you are mistaken, the Uma new Unicult already wishes to go for another run." "In gladness and glee," says Umabugyo, "do I welcome your return. By the Unicult's buoyant bearing alone, I could tell that the procession was a rousing success." "Nay, nay." "You have done very well, little one, going far above and beyond your duty as a mascot. Rightly proud of yourself, you may be. Now, in the course of being at your side, our once wary Unicult has forged a bond of trust with you. Is that not so?" Gav's going, "What?" "Then in hope and faith do I ask that you take it with you on your journeys. In your care, I believe it can reach its full stride, and our Ishgardian friends would doubtless agree." This is so cute. Gav says, "Okay." Umabugyo says, "In parting, I bid you enjoy the Heavensturn festivities while they last. And on behalf of our delegation, I wish you health and happiness for the new year ahead." All right. We get a Uma new Unicult mini pet wishes to embark on a journey with one who is pure of heart. Should you wish to draw Omikuji, the Omikujishi has returned to offer his services for the remainder of the celebration. Seek him out for a Heavensturn fortune. Furthermore, 12 extra fortunes have been divined this year. Keep a watchful eye on the prosperity section of your omikuji and discover what new journeys might lie in wait for you. Okay. I'm going to take a quick bio break, and then I will come right back and we'll do the omikuji. All right. All right. Let's see what's in our inventory. Wishes to embark on a journey with one who is pure of heart. Let's have the Unicolt follow us around today. See, I moved everything over to command panel, so I got mounts on one page. I've got minions on another. Let's add to the favorites. Okay, does Umabugyo have anything more for us to say? For helping us make the procession and indeed the entire Heavensturn celebration a resounding success, I offer you my heartfelt thanks once more. May you and the Unicolt have many a wonderful journey together. Well, we're going to have a wonderful journey together today. Let's see what our fortune says. Far Eastern Omikujishi. Greetings, my friend. I deal in Omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Learn about the origins. Omikuji date back thousands of years. 'Tis said that 12 beasts of Far Eastern legend, known locally as messengers of the divine, once appeared before a monk in his dreams and imparted to him 12 divine revelations each. Believing the vast wisdom bestowed upon him was not his alone to keep, the monk compiled each of the 12 revelations from the 12 beasts into fortunes, 144 all told, and then began a journey to spread this knowledge to others, for the benefit of all. As he traveled the land, word of the fortunes spread far and wide throughout the Far East. That, my friend, is how Omikuji came to be. Learn about the Omikujishi. I am but a man who, over the course of many winters, has come to find himself enthralled by the mysteries surrounding the number 12. The 12 beasts of the Far East, the 12 deities of Eorzea, and the 12 surnames of Viera males. Do you not find your own curiosity piqued by how the number 12 in myriad, or how the number appears in myriad cultures around the star? I cannot help but wonder if there is some connection we have yet to discover. It was during my journey to uncover this mystery that I discovered the Omikuji, and it is the Omikuji which have led me to where I stand today. But I have yet to tell you my name. It is Namero at present. Though we Viera, who have chosen to venture from our homeland, are prone to changing our names on a whim, I am a rather unusual one. I switch between 12 different names depending on the outlook of my fortune. Typing to some FC mates. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. Okay, yeah, why not? Very good, I shall be happy to oblige. Oh, see if I got a good one. Sometimes you don't. I got a good one with Tyrius, and then I got two bad ones, and then I got another, and I went, I can't leave on a bad note. I'm going to draw a good one. Okay, the next one was good. Although one of my FC mates says only the first one counts. Uh-oh, we got a bad one. Just look at his little face on there. Misfortune, thou shalt experience misfortune. Heed these words of guidance, and thy luck may change. Adventure, whiskered fish shall impede thy steps. Yes, we know. We know. We've already had them impede our steps. Exercise due care. Relationships, trust in thy comrades. Heed not gossip and hearsay. Prosperity, fret not over excess stock. It shall not go to waste. This is true. You can desynthesize it. You can turn it in for Grand Company seals if it's pink or green or blue or gold, even if you really want to do that. Conflict, be magnanimous in thine encounters. Favor, to rise above hardship as tumultuous as the navigator's raging waves. Thou must abide thy time. Oh, no, we need to You'll be unable to review the contents of your fortune after closing this window. Are you sure you would like to proceed? Yes. I want a good one. How did you fare, whether it was the desired result or otherwise? I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. Then I guess it's custom to tie your fortune to these strings. I know, I got misfortune. Gotta get a good one. See if we can get a good one. See if we get lucky this time. Ah, he's smiling this time. Fair fortune. Thou shalt experience moderate fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Adventure, place thyself in fate's hand, and thou wilt surely grow. Relationships, seek out comrades in arms, and thy fears of valor shall reach even... Oh, and thy feats of valor shall reach ever greater heights. Prosperity, great success is the accumulation of small efforts. Neglect not thy daily chores. That's why we do daily roulettes, right? Conflict, neglect not thy provisions, and victory shall be thine. Favor, be wise like unto the scholar, and thou shalt find a way to overcome misfortune. How did you fare, whether it be the desired result or otherwise? I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. Well, we improved it slightly. Let's see if we can get one more good one. I want a good one. Oh, we got moderate fortune again. Thou shalt experience moderate fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Adventurer, gather thine allies and embark upon a journey to remember. Relationships, nothing good will come of waiting. Participate in a gathering hosted by adventurers. Prosperity, great profits await reaping in the wilderness. Conflict, a grueling battle await. Reassess thine equipment. Favor, be steadfast like unto the keeper, and thou shalt not be led astray. I kind of like that one better. I believe we have a dungeon actually coming up. How did you fare? Whether it was a desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. I didn't want to leave on a bad note. Fair is okay. I can live with fair. Oh, well, yeah, we do roll-ups for tomes. That's true. And crystals. So, you get tomes too, but you also get, the first time you do this, you get cracked prismatic clusters and nova clusters. You can turn these in at the materia vendor for grade 11 and 12 materia. And if you don't use them for in your gear, you could sell them on the market board. Right now, grade 11 and 12 are selling really, really, really well, depending on what they are. Piety ones, just go sell those at the vendor. You could check and see if the grade 12 ones are going to sell for anything, but they don't sell for very much because people don't slot them into their gear. The best ones for selling are the ones that are crit. Which ones are those? The Savage Aim Materia. Because they give you critical hit. Those are the best-selling ones. All right, we're going to continue the MSQ now. We'll take our little Unicolt with us. Let's go back to the Crystarium. Speak with Urianger in Sullen. I couldn't read that against the light background there. Either way, we're going to have to run down there. I think Fort Job will probably be the easiest way to go. Yep, can't fly still. I love the purple grass, you know, and the leaves on the trees and things like that. It's just definitely makes you feel like you're in a very different place, right? Which is the goal, of course. I mean, you're not in Eorzea or anything, you're in the first. And perhaps they're trying to show us the effects of, you know, excess light on, you know, the vegetation and flora and all that jazz. Weed. We're going to a place named Weed. It's called Knot. Oh, there's Urianger. Just in case we have fighting. I clearly need to empty out my inventory. Okay. Ah, no, I don't want to equip that. I don't wonder why I did that. I wanted to put it into my inventory. I could go turn that in for something, but I'm not even going to waste my time. Sad as it is to say. What does Urianger have to say? There, to the west. Canst thou discern the hump of an isle rising above the water? Yes, there is. That foliage-covered mass hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine insistence. Okay. What does he say? There, to the west. Can you see the hump of an isle rising above the water? That mass covered with, foliage hides the key to our safe descent into the ocean. Swim close and, plunge below the surface. You'll soon see the reason for my insisting. So, though it be much to my shame, I shall but flail and flounder where thou mayest glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. Although, much to my embarrassment, I can only flail and flounder where you can glide like a fish. I'm going to get on a boat to the island and spare everyone, the sight of me trying to swim poorly. Okay, I guess we need to swim over, but I'm gonna go over here, and so I don't have to swim like 900 million miles to get there. Oh, this is kind of cool. Somebody's over here swimming. Or, fishing, I mean. Swimming. There you are. Once you've completed your underwater investigations, the path here leads to the top of the island. Oh, investigate suspect rock formations between the water's surface. Alright. Control spacebar to dive. Suspect rock formation. Two curved slabs of rock seem squeezed together here, giving the impression of giant stone eyelids. Though it appears solid enough, the rock yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface gently shifting, or was it just your imagination? There we go. Theoretically. Let's go swim. Ha! There you are. Once you've completed your underwater investigation, the path here leads to the top of the island. Okay. Let's take the path to the top of the island. Just in case you get lost, you got friends here to kind of direct you on your correct path. Rin, even seeing it up close, I'm still not sure what's so special about this island. I don't know, I'm going to go explore a little bit, because you don't really get to see this place too much. Outside of this little quest. Alize says, this lake is enormous. Assuming my geography is correct, this would be the mirror of Silver Tear back in the source, although the size hardly compares. Thancred says, the locals call this the Isle of Ken, which I presume must refer to knowledge. Either that or someone was being awfully zealous about marking his territory. It was Ken. Ken wanted to name the isle. It's friends we meet along the way, right? Yes. We'll have to rename Jeff and Praetorium Ken now. Well, what hast thou discerned? Said, okay, what have you learned? You could say, I've discerned that it's an ordinary island, or it reminds me of a certain primal, or it's just like the big one. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm going to say the last one. Ha! Thine impression is not inaccurate. According to the lore of the pixies, we are, even now, perched upon the back of an ancient fey entity. It says, well, your impression is not incorrect. According to the pixies lore, we are on the back of an ancient fey entity. Its name is Bismarck. Aye, the self-same title by which we know the great feathered whale revered by the Vanu Vanu of the source. I would enlist its aid to bear us unto the deep, and thence banish the water with an airy sphere, alike in form to the domes which do shelter the hamlets beneath the ruby sea. So he says, I'm going to ask it to help us go down into the ocean and get rid of the water with, a air dome, kind of like in the hamlets in the ruby sea. Within its compass, we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle cometh, as it most surely shall. Now, I must needs ask for silence whilst I make my supplication. So, okay. Within its sphere of air, we can move around without any problem and, fight when battle comes, as it surely shall. And now I have to ask for silence while I, plead my case to it, so to speak. Oh, great and serene Bismarck. Long has it been since my name was called. Why do you wake me, little neighbor? To the bottom of the western sea we go. Pray, lend us your back and your breath. We want to go to the bottom of the Western Sea, and if you could share your back and your breath with us. This world is in twilight. I wait for the sun to set. I wish only to sleep.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fae to know that didn't go well.
I know what to do. Or we need Feo Ul. She's gonna say, oh, finally my little sapling has called me.
And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Gers Bismael win picked. Van dromi drom Jacob. Van Reed Rithye.
Let their wish be the king's command. Let me go back to that. So, Fail said, Sleepy Bismarck, you old pixie, these are my precious, precious saplings. Let their wish be the king's command. Bismarck says, what a rare thing to awaken to. My beautiful king, if it be thy wish, then so shall it be done.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. It's only good manners.
Brush a primal's teeth.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
It will be done, Your Majesty. We thank you for coming so quickly.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
To the Western Sea we go, wrapped in my breath. I will see you to your destination, little neighbors. Hold on tight to what? The trees? Ah, that's pretty cool. Sure, the people on land are going WTF.
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, with the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
What the? Do you see that?
What a monster! Where did it even come from?
I don't know, but we get out of there.
Whoa there! It's not stopping. Run! Run!
I hope they made it in time. I have fulfilled my duty. I return now to the lake. I have not flown in an age. It was pleasant. May your journey be a safe one, little neighbors. It was a bit of a rough landing.
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Well, let's see what everybody has to say. Elise says, I remember being impressed by the domes of the Ruby Sea, but this makes them look like bubbles in a stream. Alfino says, Bismarck must be powerful indeed to create a dome of this size. I can only pray to whichever gods are listening that it continues to hold. Yeah, Alfino's not the best of swimmers. Rin says, this is amazing. I can't even see the surface. Yeah, true. Ishtola says, I dare say Urianger endured much playful attention from the pixies to learn the lore of Bismarck. He is nothing if not a dedicated scholar. It's very true. Tancred says, with all the water out of the way, we'll be able to venture quite some distance. Emmett Selk must be hiding around here somewhere. No. Full glad am I that Bismarck was true to his word. I'm very happy that Bismarck kept his word. We are arrived in the tempest, safe and dry. 'Tis here that we shall find the lair of Emmett Selk, and I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. All right, we've arrived in Tempest, safe and dry, and here we'll find Emmett Selk's lair and probably the imprisoned Exarch as well. For an Ascian alone, it is of course a trifling matter to flee unto the rift. Yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible with a mortal in one's custody. So, for an Ascian by himself, it's no trouble to flee into the rift, but that kind of travel is nearly impossible with a mortal in tow. Nay, he would not soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as the key to the Crystal Tower in its power of temporal transportation. It's like, no, he would not risk his prize when the Exarch's own body serves as the key to the Crystal Tower and its powers to transport across time. Thus am I all but certain that this underwater realm harboreth our friend and enemy both. We have but to find them. So, I'm all but certain that this underwater realm, I like the pun, harboreth, holds our friend and enemy both. We just have to find them. Oysters on the half shell. In the event that you leave the area, speak with Inuel at Venmont Yards in Kalusia to return to the Tempest. Actually, I'm going to make sure we unlock the Ondo cups here as soon as we can so we don't have to worry about it. You have anything new to say? Does Urianger have anything new to say? Come, let us begin our search. Thancred? Thancred casts his gaze across the waterless expanse before you. Now, as for where we should be looking, I rather doubt Emselk will be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope down towards the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Let's be off then, but watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. Alright. And you can see here by this green arrow on the map that the exit to Kalusia is here. Okay, if you want to go back. You just have to click on that, right-click on it. All right. You know, I would get onto my summoner. Except these guys would aggro quickly. And my summoner is only level 77, so... Reaper it is for us. Oh, here's our folks. Or a few of our folks. Rin says, the gloom down here is so suffocating compared to the endless night sky we saw, but I suppose Emselk had nowhere else to go. He could have gone the rift, I suppose, but he didn't want to. Elfino, not out of the ordinary here as far as I can tell. Thancred says, what about the large formations over there? Well, it could be. Oh. He's in my hunt log. Oh, I only needed to kill one of them. Okay. Ando youth, they're probably going, what the heck's going on around here? I think we scared him. Search for anything unusual on the Norvrant slope. Oh look, So it'll let us fly back up. Nice. So for way down there, we can take that little thing up. A little geyser. Let's get this etherite under our belt. If you come to trade, finless one, I'm afraid you are destined for disappointment. My goods have not yet arrived. You must progress further through the Shadowbringers main scenario in order to access this vendor's wares. Oh, excuse me. All right, now that we've made it down to the Ondo Cups, I will be right back. Drank a lot of water today. Hello, cats and kittens. We are back. Thank you for the patience there. Ando youth. The fitness ones, they followed me. Why have you come? Was it you who took away our water? Ah, so this is where the Ando make their home. I had wondered, says Alfino. Pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We were not aware your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct a most urgent search, and thus beg you for your understanding. Chieftain, what are we to do? Tolshath says, are you the emissaries of the Ancient Ones? Gav's going, not sure. The mysteries have stirred. We have seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you are the emissaries, the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you are not, I bid you leave. Alfino says, I am not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? He just looks at him. Alfino says, it would seem not. I suggest we withdraw for the moment. Thancred says, so, what's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we could call upon the Ando's local knowledge. Rin says, yes, I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the chieftain spoke of. Could it be Amatselk's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return. Alfino says, we cannot dismiss the possibility, but if these Ando refuse to speak with us... Gav, do you remember my first scheme for entering Umor? How I had planned to ingratiate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities with the Ando? The individual I dealt with was reticent in manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe that with the right approach, we could build a similar relationship here. Thancred says, what kind of approach do you have in mind? That chieftain fellow didn't leave us many options. Urianger says, if we are to tread the swiftest course, then we must needs locate its beginning. 'Tis plain our all too dramatic arrival hath thrown this settlement into confusion. So, if we're going to find the fastest route, we have to locate its beginning. And it's clear that our very dramatic arrival has thrown this settlement into confusion. Were we to solve such problems as we have caused, and assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them, they may yet prove amenable to reason. So, if we were to solve the problems that we cause, and assure our hosts that our purpose here is not bad for them, they may yet be reasonable. Thancred says, I smell chores, but very well, if it can be done quickly. Alice says, what do you think? I've nothing better to offer, but I do worry what will happen if the Ando's tales end up leading us to a dead end. Y'shtola says, I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe has a deeper connection to the Asians than first meets the eye. It warrants further investigation. Thus I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being. We can say, we'll make allies of the Ando, let's do what we do best, and I'll do what I can, I suppose. Let's do what we do best. Making our friends along the way. Alfino says, then it is settled. Y'shtola, pray proceed with your investigations. The rest of us will see about fostering some goodwill. Pausch Uan. You are Alfino's friend. Alfino says, Gav, you won't believe who I've just bumped into. This is Pausch Uan, the very fellow I did business with prior to our ill-fated stay in Yulmore. I waited and you did not come. Then the mistel came, but his visits did not continue. Alfino says, I am truly sorry, Pausch Uan. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by way of an apology? Perhaps. Where the Dry return, a cavern to the north, is home to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab, for we are the swifter swimmers. But now there is no water. We run, and they scuttle close behind, snipping and snapping with their claws. There are too many of them. Too many. Alfino says, I believe I can be of assistance here. And what of you, Gav? If you've not found a task, you are most welcome to join me. Indeed, I should appreciate the company. Where the Dry return has a rather ominous ring to it. You have anything else in here? All right. Looks like we have to go up a ways there. I don't see any more tasks in here unless I'm missing something. Let's hop on our mount. I'm kind of lost here. Oh, it's up top. Okay. That's okay if you're flying. Okay, we gotta go in this little cave here. There's usually several fates that spawn in here. Alright, let's go get the crabs. Alright, we got two. We need to do one more. Oh, there's a little, this little vistas thing. Let's see what our lookout says. Where the Dry return, when the Ordo beheld the coral within this cavern, its crimson branches put them in mind of a land dweller's veins. Thus began the legend that it was a resting place for finless ones who had perished at sea. It was not until recently, however, that folk from the surface learned the reason behind the rather ominous sounding name. Alright, let's port back to Ondo. See what Shadowbringers have to say. Ah, as I suspected. Okay, that was rather cryptic. Pausch Uan says, "You would crack their shells. You must be stronger than you look." I see you reached your quota first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks. Still, I would say we have reduced the local crab population to a far less threatening number. He says, "My thanks to both of you. You must have a reward." "Nay, Pausch Uan, this was to be a part of my apology to you, remember? Besides which, the lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something about your village instead? I would very much like to learn more of you and your people." "Very well. Before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the light. But those who were out hunting survived. They swam aimless and lost until they spied buildings here on the ocean floor." "Strange buildings they were, and long had they stood under the water. Yet somehow they have been spared the scars of time and current. These structures provided shelter for my people, protection from the tempest's turbulent waters and the predators which hunted within them. Their very existence seemed a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course, and from this did they discern the truth. That the ancients had chosen us to serve as caretakers of their eternal sanctuary until such time as they returned. Thus, if it is judged that your coming and this great vanishing of water was by the ancients' design, you will find warm welcome here." Alphino says, "A truly astonishing history, yet I cannot help but wonder, how will the significance, or otherwise, of our arrival be decided?" Pausch says, "The ancients have blessed us with protection and prosperity. If your presence serves to bring us the same, there will be no doubt in the matter. So you keep doing good stuff." Alphino says, "Then it would seem our earlier decision was the correct one." "We thank you for the lesson, Pausch Uan, and will continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire our help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask." "We should return to the task at hand, only do not try to overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain." I wonder if I can take the quest on my summoner and then turn it in. Y'shtola appears deep in thought. "Ah, Gav, have you learned aught of note?" "Fascinating, precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. In fact, if you have a moment, I'd like to borrow your eyes to confirm a theory I've been working on. Come." Oh, now I think we can talk to the gemstone trader. "Trade my goods for your bicolored gems? I suppose I could, or rather should. That's what I'm here for." "You may now trade with Pausch Uan." Amarat wall lamp. Nothing I need here that I have to have, so. Okay. I see a blue quest here, so I'm going to go pick that up. We can do those as we do the MSQ. Narosh Koal. He's eyeing you with naked interest. Hail, finless one, and welcome to the Cups. Long have I wanted to converse with one of your kind. I am Narosh Koal. How may I address you? Gav, Tia. Curious. Before we speak at length, there is something I would show to you. Let us leave behind the Cups and head due west. Come. All right, we got to go out that way. These are relics of your kind, yes? The leavings of a ship that sailed the seas above long, long ago. They lie as they fell, untouched by any Ando, for most have little interest in the affairs of the Finless. I, however, do. Ever since I was saved by one of yours, after being washed ashore weary and near death. Such kindness is a rare and wonderful thing, and I would know more of the people who showed it to me. And so I would ask Gabtia to teach me of your ways. These objects, for example, what purpose do they serve? How are they to be used? Narosh Koal gestures to the nearby debris, entreating you to inspect them closely and offer up detailed explanation. Among the debris you spy would appear to be the remnants of several shattered bottles of wine. Such fragile containers they were. I suspect they once contained something of great value. What can you tell me of their purpose? I feel like we're like doing Under the Sea. Shadowbringers version. They were used to store intoxicating spirits. They were used as makeshift weapons, first to bludgeon, then to stab. No, they were used to store intoxicating spirits. Fragrant liquids which cloud the mind. I have heard of these before. Do finless ones so delight in dulling their wits? Yes, sometimes. Yeah, we do. There's a lot to be said for some good champagne or tequila. Among the debris you spy what appears to be the rotting ship's wheel. That was carved from the wood from one of your many trees, yes? What purpose does this peculiar contraption serve? It's used to steer a ship at sea. Fashion, you wear it on your head. Ah, the vessels your kind use to traverse our waters. Then, without a wheel, it is at the mercy of the wind and the currents, I see. Thank you, Gabtia. In our short time together, you have already taught me so much. I pity that none of these pearls of wisdom will serve my needs. Narosh, says Zirash Uan. What are you thinking wandering off on your own with this finless one? It is no time for you to fiddle with their leavings. The clutch mother is in terrible distress. No, you do not understand. I brought him here to... Pray, forgive this child's impudence. I am Zerosh Uan, and on behalf of the clutch mother, I come to entreat your assistance. It seems you do not realize that in driving back the water of the tempest, you have placed our beloved clutch mother, leader of the Ando, in mortal peril. She is pregnant. Here in the depths, she will give birth to many, many eggs. We male Ando will then take them into our care and raise them as our own. But absent the flowing waters, we know not if she will be able to deliver them safely. If not, the future of our people will be in jeopardy. The floods of light claimed many Ando lives. Though we have rebuilt our numbers somewhat in the decades since, it would be devastating to lose an entire generation, or worse, the Clutch Mother herself. She wishes to speak with you directly that we might together find a solution to this dilemma. Will you return with me to the cups? Yep. Just as soon as I talk to Y'shtola. Now, Roche, come. I will not let you trouble our guest or the Clutch Mother further. Everything I've done for her. Okay, let's talk to Y'shtola. So now we gotta figure out how to save the Clutch Mother too. Y'shtola says, now there are 2 tasks I would have you perform. The first requires you to inspect the buildings which surround the Ando settlement and note their most distinctive characteristics. For the second, I wish you to use this knife to take scrapings from one of the remnant walls. Pray be as thorough as you can. I shall be waiting here for the results of your investigations. Does she have anything else for us? 'Tis strange to be here under the ocean. It seems a lifetime ago that we stood amidst the trees of Raktika. Survey point. Inspect the structures of the undercups for distinctive features. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a building and examine it with the mouse button. If I recall, we had distinctive window. The tall, slender towers feature many elaborate windows, the likes of which you have seen nowhere else. Oh, that was kind of quick. Okay. That was quick. Remnant wall. Mithril knife. A short, sturdy blade made of hammered mithril. Anima glass. Ulan's note. I think those are from, oh, glider skin treasure map. Level 80 recommended. Okay. Target not in range. Really? I'm standing right next to it. Jeez. You set the point of the knife against the wall, but even after applying considerable pressure, you cannot remove so much as a flake of stone. Y'shtola says, and what have you discovered? Yes, I would agree that the windows are most distinctive. 'Twould seem the structures appear the same to both your sight and mine. And you say you could not so much as scratch the wall, even with all your might behind the blade? Gav, everywhere I turn in this place, my gaze is drawn by peculiar materials for which I do not have a name. The buildings I had you investigate are prime examples. They may appear to be constructive of ordinary stone, but I assure you it is nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would describe the substance as a composite of several mineral properties blended to create a material of unparalleled durability. Even the Ronkin Empire, once the greatest power in Norvrant, produced nothing which compares to this level of perfection. But if not the Ronkins, then who? Who were these architects, or who were these ancients the Ando claimed as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answer lies with the reason Emmett Selk withdrew here to the Tempest. He may simply have wished to retreat somewhere mere mortals would struggle to reach, but there are many such remote locations. Why here, specifically? Emmett Selk is devoted to his role, and thus we might assume his choice of strongholds somehow serves the Ascian agenda. Or mayhap 'tis a place more dear to him than any other. So you can say, are you saying this was built by ancient Ascians, or could this place provide power to Emmett Selk? Or I couldn't say either way. Ishtola says, that was my first thought as well. Yet no matter how superior the materials, a ruin is just a ruin. 'Tis not that would decide a battle's outcome. Which brings us to my second theory, that he has some other more personal connection to this site. What if these structures are remnants of a time before history, of a star that was yet whole and unbroken? Such traces in the source would have been obliterated by the succession of umbral calamities, but here in the first, they might have remained untouched for millennia. A copy of the mural in the Katana Ravel. Almet presented it to me during my visit to Fanau, after our victory in Kalusia. Here, in the first scene, by Emmett Selk's own words, it depicts a city of eons past and the disaster which befell it. The design is much simplified, of course, but do you see the similarities between its towers and those you have just inspected? We are close to the truth, I feel. Let us search the surrounds for another tower, one which matches the picture near enough to remove all doubt. From what I have seen, not more than sand and more sand lies to the east, and the south held no such structures. I suggest we try our luck further to the northwest. You may view the Katana Ravel mural at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the Key Items menu. Quest destination will not be displayed on the map. You must search for a structure which resembles the buildings in the mural. Then inspect it from the survey point. A survey point will be found nearby in a location which allows a full view of the structure. So she said to the northwest, I think, right? Bless you. All right, well, maybe we'll go to the northwest. And I imagine higher up. I discovered a new location. All right. I don't see any buildings. see lights up ahead. Discovered a new location. Walls of the Forgotten. Okay. Oh, I see. You know, I have not been checking. And we have a survey point and an ether current. Nice. Did not check for my ether currents at all. 265, 9 yalms to the northeast. Okay. Probably up by Collusion area. Let's do the survey point. Ah, this is the mural writ large. Though I cannot guess at its purpose, it must have been an imposing sight. How much of the tower's height lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder. Centuries of our history have settled upon such ruins. Countless layers of dust and sediment. An entire civilization, its existence forgotten by all except a handful of Asians. And yet it did exist. They lived here in this city. But let us focus on what we have learned thus far. The Ando chieftain spoke of mysteries stirring, of a land illuminated. Judging by his words, he believes this phenomenon related to the ancients returned. Thus can we surmise that what the Andos saw shining in the abyss was, in all likelihood, yet another remnant of this age-old civilization. And who else would light the lanterns, as Rin put it, than Emmett Selk himself? 'Tis almost certain he is there. Well, hi! You gonna come and sit on my lap? Are you gonna go see if they got food? It's about dinner time. Come here. Hey, cutie. But if we are to find the stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining the Ando's trust remains our swiftest path forward. I can only hope our deeds are enough to win them over. Well, come on. What you doing over there, kitty? I think she's going to go bounding over my keyboard at any moment, so... we have weird stuff come up. Let me... No, don't play with that. No. See if I can accept it as on my summoner. Nope. I have to be level 79. Been working on leveling up my summoner. But if we are to find the stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining the Andro's trust remains our swiftest path forward. I only hope our deeds are enough to win them over. Stola seems eager to share your discoveries with the others. The light of inspiration. Thank you so much for assisting me with my investigations. I shall seek out our companions and share what we have learned. Much as I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you are not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Pausch Uan again and ask if there is aught else he is willing to divulge. Trinity 1 Yalms to the northeast. Well, let's go northeast a little bit. Well, hi. Come here. You want to sit on my lap? Ah, there it is. Well, you want to come on? Come on. No? Okay. You're being fickle. Finicky little kitty. 438 yalms to the south. Wait. You can't go under my arm, kitty. Doesn't work that way. There you go. Come on. There you go. You gonna lie down or no? No, no, no. Don't play with that. I'm trying to play with my wrist rest. bet it's underneath. Oh, okay. It's down below. I think it's down below here, and I'm not sure how to get down there easily. I think I'm gonna have to wait on that one until after we get farther into the MSQ. Well, let's join in the fate with them. Yeah, nice. We got a bonus for that one. Ah, Alphino's friend, you and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the Walls of the Forgotten? I think I just came from them. Are they the ruins to the northwest? Yes, that is the sacred site of which I speak. Could it be that your footsteps were guided here by the ancients? I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I will tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman to shape for us a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit this artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then our doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. His name is Grenold. You may find his workshop in a metal structure to the south. See what Narosh's calls. If only that you would listen. Beyond this gate resides the Clutch Mother. Approach and hearken to her words. Going okay? Ando, Clutch Mother. Honored guest, I, Clutch Mother of the Ando, do bid you welcome to our realm. You will forgive me for receiving you in this fashion. For the safety and well-being of my children unborn, I must remain within, away from the dangers without. As you know, under normal circumstances, this place would be filled with blessed water, from which I would draw strength and support to bring these eggs into this world. Alas, I am but half submerged now, and have fear for my ability to fulfill my sacred duty. I am given to understand you and yours are the ones responsible for drawing back the waters of our realm. With good reason, I am sure. However, it is my sincere hope that you will agree to aid us, given that you are responsible for the state of affairs. Fear not, I desire no direct assistance. Rather, I would beg a boon of your people's knowledge of childbirth and how the finless ones ease the burdens of their struggling mothers. Serosh Uan will be my agent in this matter. Heed his words and answer his questions. That is all that I ask. Do you consent? Gav's going, got a lot of brothers and sisters. Half brothers, half sisters. I thank you, honored guests. Go well. Serosh Suan. Then it is agreed. However, I must consult with her attendants before we speak further. For now, I bid you and Narosh Kol go about your business, but be ready if called upon. Oh, wait, Gavtia. Have you a moment to converse in private, outside the cups, please? Sure. I will seek you and Narosh out if you are needed. For now, I bid you go about your business, honored guest. Or do you wish to speak with the Clutch Mother herself? Is that why you are come? If so, I shall inform her at once. Are you worried for my well-being? Worry not. I am well and in good health. Should that change, I will send for you. Okay. To find Grunalt to the south. Let's go finish up this other quest here. It is a rare thing indeed to be granted an audience with the Clutch Mother. I hope this serves to help you understand how important these eggs are to us. Before you came to the cups, I had been searching for a means to assist her in giving birth. That is why I have been studying the relics of your people. Unfortunately, I found nothing that seems suitable for this purpose. I cannot stress to you how important she is to us. She is mother to all Ando, her every egg brother and sister. We would do anything and everything to welcome them into this world and see them grow into happy, healthy Ando. There must be some way in which you can help us to achieve this end. No new blue quests yet. Search for Grenold. Ah, way down there. Okay. Oh, how interesting. He's got It goes all the way up to the sea surface. Oh, that's how he's able to get in and out. Okay, how interesting. The workbench. Another lookout spot. Vista record. The workbench. This facility was built by a Crystarium native, a genius artisan seeking to escape from the distractions of the outside world. Though he simply calls the place his workbench, the mundane naming is at odds with the fantastical concept of a forge constructed malms beneath the ocean. Grenold. Oh, that's just great, that is. Me mind's playing tricks on me now. Look, Grenold, someone's coming to visit you at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or it might be as you're a ghost, eh? Oh, go on, foul shade. Feast yourself on me, rotten soul. I've got no use for it. A craftsman who can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a dome and hammer. Ugh, that's an insult to bloody sea slugs. Grenold appears to be suffering from a crushing bout of self-doubt. Maybe you can help psych him up. Let's psych him up. You wouldn't be trying to raise me spirits now, would you, spirit? Not what you'd expect from a servant of the netherworld. Geralt. Has it really come to this? Or have we met before? I'm gonna do that one. What's that supposed to mean? Not impressed with what you see, lad? Aye, well, I may have let myself go a bit. This was meant to be me underwater sanctuary, place where I could concentrate on me work, far from the distractions of the outside world. And yet here we stand. Now, what's so damned important that you dive all the way down to the bottom of the bleeding tempest to bother me? Ah, the Andos lamp. God's curse me, empty head. I've not so much as made a start. I'm worth less than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by a sea slug. Me delivery date's long past, me workbench is untouched, and I call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard their beliefs, have you? Bringing light to them ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance, and it was my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion. But I just can't bloody well... Me mind's a bleeding blank. It's like I've pissed away me last drop of inspiration. Tell me you've got somewhat to show me. Somewhat as'll give me muse a right good kick up the arse. Kev's going, whoa. Let me think. Yeah, I don't want to honor the coming of these ancients, so their answer and light's gotta blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like the spark of life caught in a crystal. But just being sparkly's not enough. It's gotta dance with joy and sorrow and a sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean? Your thoughts turn to Renda Ray and the crystal you discovered at the end of her journey. Maybe Grenold could find inspiration in that. I've let the Ondo down, but more than that, I've let myself down. Might as well go back to mending kettles. Show Grenold a crystal which once belonged to one of Erdbert's companions. Oh, what's that you got there? Such striking beauty, it shines with heartache and laughter and the transience of life, like the turmoil of history made manifest. I can see the brilliance of the crystal's legacy. You'd never capture such a gleam, not if you labored 100 years. But bugger me if I don't mean to try. Where are me tools, goddamn? I must set to work before the feeling fades. Excuse me. My Grenelt is brimming with newfound inspiration. The illuminated land. I can feel it, a vision forming in me mind. Step aside, lad. Let me itching hands get to work. I will step aside for that one. And done. I've taken the wonders that Crystal showed me and channeled them into a new shape that befits the Ondo's spiritual character. It's pretty cool looking. Not a bad job, if I do say so myself. And to think I was this close to hanging up my hammer after studying the craft of them ancients. I've been across the length and breadth of Northrand, gobbled up every scrap of crafting wisdom that I could find. But no matter which technique I tried, me work was just no comparison. I couldn't even figure out how they put them damn buildings together. Mystery for the ages, and that's what drew me here in the first place. Built me a workshop, got the forges burning, then lost me bleeding will to craft. Thank gods for that crystal of yours, or I might never have gotten it back. I won't pry into your business, but I reckon your little miracle there has been through the kind of journey they sing songs about. The echoes of the memory it holds just speak directly to your heart. I can still feel them coursing through me. The inspiration's not fading away. It's welling up stronger and stronger. Give me the chance, and I reckon I can weave the Crystal Saga into other things as well. If it bugger me, I'd almost forgotten Ondo's commission. If you could drag that lamp over to Tolshath for me, I'll stay here and dream up new armaments for you to try. You know, I have access to Grenelt's Forge. Equipment rewards may become available, or will become available for collection. And we had another DDoS. Okay. If you get DDoS'd, which was super common yesterday, we had like 16 of them because it was the start of the new Savage Raid level. If you get disconnected, you're going to log in. And you're going to get a message. Log in with Gavtia. This character selector is not properly logged out or is currently logged in on another client. Logging character out. Please wait to log in again. Don't hit cancel. Okay. Just stay there and let it do its thing. And it will log you back in. All right. Now, I suspect that it's going to be a little while. So probably a good 5-10 minutes would be my guess based on history. All right, so let's do a cat joke here. We're going to call it for today. Unfortunately, due to the DDoS. Well, hi, kitty. You coming to visit? You coming to visit? Yeah. All right. Why did the kitty get an A on their English assignment? They properly used an independent clause. Independent clause. That's really an obscure English one. All right, cats and kittens. I should be getting another video up this week. It'd be part 68 of Gavtia's adventure. That will take us through the part of the Stormblood expansion that I'm working on. It includes the Nodum. I separated out the Nodum solo duty already. That's in the solo duties section. I've been trying to do some more tutorials. Those seem to be really popular and helpful, I hope. So you can check those out. I've got a separate playlist just for the solo duties and tutorial kind of things. The combat markers. That's been super helpful to a lot of people, I found. And I put the Ranjit one up not too long ago also. I think I did another solo duty recently as well. I think that one got uploaded this past weekend. But I'm working on part 68, and hopefully that'll be up, maybe sometime this weekend as well. All right. If you can like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. We love comments, love questions. I'd love to answer them. I enjoy that very much. And we look forward to seeing you very soon. Probably actually Saturday. I think we're going to continue doing our Hell on Rails extreme trial. Right? That one's a lot of fun. It's like crazy. It's just crazy. The animations on it, on the face of the train are hilarious. So I'm really enjoying doing that. That'll be Saturday night, most likely, unless we end up doing something like that. And once we get that one done, we might go back to Sphene. All right. On that note, cats and kittens, you have a great one. Mama Cat Gamer is signing out.